Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another reading. This reading is going to be on Saucy Santana, Beyonce, Cardi B, Lotto, and then we're also going to do a reading on Nicki Minaj to see if she will be a billionaire in the future. Okay, so let's start off with this. Saucy Santana, how will his career be in 2023? Saucy Santana, how will his career be in 2023? His music career. Saucy Santana. How will his music career be in 2023? Okay, so I do feel like he will be able to work. The Ace of Pentacles, this talks about financial opportunities. So he may have other streams of revenue, or he may go into like, podcast. He may get some brand deals or something like that. But I do feel like musically it could be a struggle for him. The 10 of Cups is here in reverse, and this talks about a struggle. The Knight of Cups, this talks about him still having passion, creativity. It also seems like he may enter into a relationship in 2023. This also talks about passion, romance. But the Hierophant is here in reverse. That talks about challenges. The Six of Swords talks about a release of baggage. And then the Five of Pentacles is here in reverse. And this talks about a loss of opportunities, a loss of income or money. So it does seem like he'll still be able to work because, he does club appearances. He does shows. He may do some brand deals or something like that, a podcast. But musically, it seems like he doesn't have a long-term music career. That's what I'm getting. So let's see. Saucy Santana. How does he feel about this controversy about his old tweets? Is he even remorseful? Is Saucy Santana remorseful about what he said about Beyonce and Cardi B, their children? Saucy Santana. Is he remorseful about those tweets he said about Beyonce and Cardi B's children? So it does seem like he is going to reach out to either Cardi B or Beyonce behind the scenes, the Queen of Swords. This talks about direct communication. So I do see him reaching out to somebody behind the scenes to try to apologize or to make amends. Okay. The Hangman is here. This talks about stalemate. The Two of Wands, this talks about progression, progress. The 10 of Wands is here in reverse. It talks about burdens. And then we also have the 7 of Pentacles. This talks about long-term reward. So I don't feel like he's remorseful. I feel like he will reach out to Cardi B or Beyonce behind the scenes, or try to talk to somebody that's close to them behind the scenes to try to mend that relationship. But I don't feel like he's remorseful. I think that he's doing it so that way his career won't be affected, because the 7 of Pentacles, that represents when you have goals and you're trying to accomplish them. So it's more of him not wanting to be affected by the backlash. He wants people on his side, okay? So he just doesn't want his career to be affected. So he will reach out. He will reach out to somebody behind the scenes. Let's see. Saucy Santana, how does his career, will his career be affected by the tweets from 7-8 years ago about Blue Ivy and culture? Will his career be affected by these tweets? Saucy Santana. Will his career be affected by these tweets? Saucy Santana, will his career be affected by these tweets? I do feel like he will have some issues. Okay. He's in for a rude awakening. He has no idea. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse, it talks about an overinvestment. Okay. We also have the Ace of Swords in reverse. This talks about a lack of growth or potential. We also have the Eight of Pentacles here in reverse. This talks about, misdirected activity. And then we also have the Devil card here. This talks about sexual attraction. This talks about money. So this talks about him possibly doing rituals behind the scenes to, I guess, make up for this, okay? I don't really feel like this was, in a sense, a humiliation ritual. I think that it's natural for celebrities, once they get big, people bring up old stuff that they said in the past. It happened to Cardi B, Lil Nas X. It's happened to a lot of different artists. But I do feel like he is going to have to pay for this, okay? The Devil card is here. This talks about, the industry. They're going to want something from Saucy Santana if he wants to make it to, like, the Lil Nas X status in the industry. They're going to be coming for him, okay? He's in for a rude awakening. He is trying to hold back how he really feels, but he's feeling the pressure behind the scenes. The Ace of Cups in reverse, this talks about repressed emotions. The Emperor card, somebody's going to talk to him about this. The Emperor card, this talks about a powerful figure, a father figure. Somebody is going to talk to him about what he said, okay? And they're going to let him know, like, you're going to have to pay up for this, okay? I'm just, this is all allegedly, but I feel like he's definitely going to have some issues within the industry. I don't feel like his music career is going to be long-term, but he will still be able to make money because he's still a social media influencer to a sense. So he'll still be able to make money, but he will have issues with his music career. So let's see. How does Cardi B feel about Saucy Santana? Does she know about these tweets? How does Cardi B feel about Saucy Santana? Does she know about these tweets about what he said about culture? Cardi B. Yeah, she knows. She definitely knows, okay? The Five of Cups, this talks about failure, disappointment. She's disappointed in Saucy Santana. She feels like he's not taking accountability for it, but in hindsight, no shade to Cardi B. This is not about her, but girl, you've said things about people's children in the past. You need to take accountability for what you said about Black women too. No shade. But she does feel some type of way. The Five of Cups is here. This talks about disappointment, liking somebody, and then finding out that, they might not have liked you, a few years back. The Ace of Wands in reverse, this talks about a lack of growth or potential. It seems as though Cardi B might have wanted to work with Saucy Santana in the future, okay? So now she's kind of like, do I still want to work with this person? But when it comes to Cardi B, it's all about the bag, okay? She worked with Megan. Megan talked shit about her, but Megan didn't take it this far. In hindsight, she didn't take it this far. The Seven of Swords, this talks about betrayal, deceit. She doesn't trust Saucy Santana. She is hurt by what he said, okay? And the Magician card is here. This talks about manipulation. So this means that the Magician card, that represents that a person that could be manipulative, condescending. She doesn't feel like he's taking responsibility for what he said. But in hindsight, Cardi B has talked about people's children in the past too. Okay? Talked about Black women in the past too. Hasn't yet to apologize. So, I mean, it goes both ways. Let me see. How will Saucy Santana's booty record do on the charts? Saucy Santana's booty record featuring Lotto. Will that do well on the charts? Santana's booty. Will that do well on the charts, on the Billboard Hot 100 charts? Okay, I will say this. I feel like the record had the potential to do well, okay, until this controversy, because the King of Pentacles, this talks about money. This talks about finances. He was about to make a lot of money off this record, okay? The Knight of Cups, this talks about passion. The Lover's card, this talks about harmony. But I do feel like it's not going to do what it was supposed to do. Okay, so it may chart, but it may not be like a long-lasting hit, if that makes sense. The 10 of Cups is here, and this talks about struggle. The Hermit card, this talks about withdrawal, trying one more time. And then the Queen of Wands is here. This talks about self-confidence. So right now, Saucy Santana doesn't think that his career will be affected by this drama, but he's in for a rude awakening. He doesn't realize how the industry works. I'm going to see if this was a humiliation ritual, but I'm not really getting that it was. Let me see. Is this a humiliation ritual for Saucy Santana? Bringing up Saucy Santana's old tweets, a humiliation ritual. Saucy Santana, was this a humiliation ritual for Saucy Santana? Bringing up these old tweets. No, I'm not really getting that it was, because the Justice card is here. This talks about him facing his karma, basically. The Justice card, this talks about lack of accountability. So it's basically how whatever you do in the past, it always comes to light. That's what I'm getting here, okay? The Two of Swords, it talks about a switch, a change. The Three of Swords in reverse, it talks about resisting an inevitable end. So it was about to come out anyway. Saucy Santana has people that love him, and then he also has people that don't like him, and you know, they will pull up some old dirt. The Strength card, this talks about him not using wisdom. Page of Pentacles, okay? This talks about, you know, building your financial independence, you know, working, trying to accomplish a goal. So it does seem like it was going to come out anyway in regards to Saucy Santana. Like I said before, they bring up old tweets about any celebrity. They did it with Cardi B. They did it with, you know, Lil Nas X, Saucy Santana, Camila Cabello. Remember, they brought up her Tumblr from when she was a child, talking about Normani and making racist, you know, saying racist things on social media. So, I mean, it was about to happen anyway. It is what it is. Do I have any other questions for Saucy Santana? Will Beyonce try to stop Saucy Santana's career? That's a good question. Will Beyonce try to stop Saucy Santana's career? Beyonce. Because it does seem like his career will take a dip off this controversy. It just seems like people won't really want to work with him. Some people, not all. But let's see. Will Saucy Santana's career take a dip because of Beyonce? Will Beyonce be stopping Saucy Santana's bags? Okay, so this wants to come out. It seems like there's going to be a man here that is going to be stopping Saucy Santana's bags. The Emperor card is here. This talks about a father figure. I don't know if this is camel face, but a man will approach him about this. I don't think it's Beyonce. I think it's going to be a male figure. And then we have the Five of Wands here in reverse, and this talks about inner conflict. Temperance card, this talks about balance. I don't think Beyonce is really focusing on Saucy Santana right now. The Ace of Cups, it talks about repressed emotions. She knows about it, but she has other things that she's focusing on. But there's a male figure here that's going to approach him about what he said. I don't know if this is camel face, but it's going to be a male that is going to talk to him and tell him, like, listen, you got to make things right. So let's see. Moving on to Nicki Minaj, because I spent enough time on Saucy Santana. I didn't even ask about Lotto. I forgot to do that. She's irrelevant. Anyway. Will Nicki Minaj be a billionaire? Nicki Minaj. In the future, will Nicki Minaj be a billionaire? Nicki Minaj, in the future, will she be a billionaire? So I will say this. She has the potential to be a billionaire, but she will have to participate more in the industry. The 10 of Pentacles in reverse, it talks about the dark side of wealth. So that means that she might have to give up somebody. I don't think the cheetah print, you know, the symbolisms like that, I don't think that's going to work. I think she would have to give up somebody like Kanye West did with his mom, allegedly. So I just feel like that's the only way they will allow her to be a billionaire. I feel like she will have issues doing things independently, doing it. The Hangman is here. This talks about stalemate. And then we also have the King of Swords. It talks about manipulation. This talks about people trying to stop her bags. So I do feel like she will come close, like 500 mil, $600 million. But she will have issues getting those really, really, really big deals, like, you know, a deal like Drake has with Nike, that's worth hundreds of $1,000,000, or a deal like LeBron has with Nike or something like that, because she's going to have to participate more in the industry. The Six of Cups, it talks about, you know, a lack of playfulness. And then we also have the Eight of Cups, it talks about withdrawal. Okay. So independently, she's not going to be able to do it, because there's going to be people, you know, trying to hinder that for her. But it does seem like she has the potential if she participates more in the industry. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do a separate reading about her deal with Maximum later on. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.